Do you know Johnny? Question. If I don't see my Johnny,
All right. Okay. We're live now. We've been live 50 seconds. Minute now on YouTube, and we just joined Facebook Live. Welcome to Nyancho Guy Gadwit Show. I am your host, Nyancho Guy Gadwit. And in this channel, we are here to expand, open our mind, so we have a possibility to line up with our spirit. So from there, we will act accordingly. Announcement to Max and a background song that's played behind this data. I don't own the copyright. It's here for entertainment only, and also with the support of those singers that give us good song. So we're gonna play their song in the background, and we do not own the copyright. Hopefully, the YouTube paying them some sort of change to play their song around the YouTube. Okay. So, since that being said, we're gonna wait in the room a little bit, to wait a couple people. We ought to have one person here on Facebook. Oh, Monica Shida topic. So we're gonna dive in deep. We're gonna talk about the age of Aquarius for a little bit. That's the energy we're in. And we're gonna try to add up the age of Pisces a little bit, definition of it. I'm not an astrologer, but I give you the knowledge that I accumulate, and then we will dive into the vision, scene, and the scene with SCENE, and the scene with SEEN. So we're gonna dissect these words and actually how are they playing in our own mind in life, in this age of Aquarius. Okay? So invite and share. Mrs. Festus, invite and share and like. I don't know. Can you watch me from YouTube? That'd be nice. I'm in YouTube too now. I mean, nobody in YouTube yet. Literally, I don't know how to invite people on YouTube. Okay. Baby, what are you putting? I need some African music. Not African. I need Sudanese or Ethiopian. Not the West Africans. Okay, I have a music conductor here, and she's giving me some other thing. It's a good song, but I need my country song. Okay? All right, so maybe we can just chill a little bit for the song. Okay, the like is coming. Thank you for the like. Share, mama. Invite. We should have a couple people jumping in a few minutes now. Okay. In the meantime, it's been already like what? 1 minute on YouTube. Been 1 minute, 3 minutes in Facebook. 3 minutes on YouTube, 1 minute on Facebook. In the meantime, before we enter, I'm gonna ask you guys to do the protecting as we always do. These conversations when we get to them. I'm gonna turn down a little bit music. These conversations when we bring them to ourselves, okay? There's a contradiction inside the communication. You might be upset, you might be disagree. So these thoughts that bring contradiction with yourself, so you have to protect yourself from it. Before we jump in, create a bubble, create a prayer around you. Anything I say and somebody say, it will not affect you. So it's your attention with other people's attention. If you place attention within you, as I listen to this information, the only thing that I'm going to receive is love, protection, balance, peace, intelligence, great value. And anything that comes out of different description is out of my energy. It's not going to come across for me. Amen. Or a woman. Okay. Some simple prayer like that. You don't have to go deeply and calling all the whatever. I ask my creator. My soul, my spirit, to sit in this room and listen to this conversation and only take whatever that benefit my soul. If anything that is in this room that we meet that will bother my soul, I order that to be released. No. Okay, amen. So we got what? Nyaba Tim Georgia's and Nyaba Tim one. Which one? Nya Lilith. Okay. Thank you, Nyaba Tim. Hello, beautiful sister. Thank you. She said, thank you, beautiful sisters. Okay, invite, like, and share. Invite other people. So I don't want us to just jump in, and when people jump in, like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? How can I help you? Okay, I have a beautiful daughter that want to say hi. Hey, how you doing? Nana, with beautiful face. Okay, so let me jump. You got Auntie Sheeta there. You got Auntie Nene there. Auntie Nyalit there. Who else? No, Auntie Nyalit. Nyalit, choose your mom. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm giving all your names out. Okay, your name's already on Facebook. Okay, I didn't give your name out. It's in public. All right, family. Okay, come dance with me. That's it. Got doing it. Okay? Got doing it. All right. Let's jump in. Age of Aquarius. We in the age of Aquarius, okay? What is the age of Aquarius? All right. I mean, we all don't know. We're learning. We're scientists, astrologists. Okay, we learning. Use Google, chat, go dictionary, find that. So easy to get the information nowadays. So the age of Aquarius is a sign like a snake sign, two signs by the symbol of snake, In other words, a symbol of electrical currency. The age of Aquarius, the symbol is electrical currency. But the symbolic on the planet is the language. Okay? The symbolism in the language that we all speak, but it been changed for a while. It comes to the regular language now. We use word, but mainly it's not a word. It's a symbolism. Okay? This music has been distracting me and getting me off the topic. So if you can Google the age of Aquarius, you see the image. So one age, so we just let the age of Pisces, is 200, that's what they say, okay, I didn't calculate that. 200 and 2,150. 2,150 years for one age to circle. So we were in the age of Pisces for 2,150 years. And then it switched, the energy changed. That energy will play for a while, and then the energy will shift. So the age of Pisces that we just left, let's just describe a little bit, is the age of I believe. Pisces is the belief systems. Idols. You pray to idealities, to the idols, to the statue that are idols, builded gods, images, that's the age of the Pisces that we just left. And of course, one example of that would be like the belief. We have so many beliefs on the planet. Some might believe in the traditional God, some believe in Jesus, believe in Buddha. There's many different belief of ideologies, of government, religious, your culture. This is the age that we just left. And the Pisces, I believe. And we know the belief change. Your belief change. How did the belief change? If a new awareness come in your mind, the belief can change. Even you believe in God. If you believe in God in a way that is not clear to you and you encounter something different, the belief will change. If your belief change about something, then now you have a new belief or new knowing. You only believe because you don't know. When you get to know, then you're in a state of knowing. Then the belief is not required anymore, okay? Let's say if I know I have a cup of water and I'm drinking this water. I don't believe, okay? I know there's water in the cup. It's a knowing, it's a fact. And now I'm drinking, that's not a water, it's a tea. It's a tea. So I know there's water here and I drink them. That's a knowing, it's not a belief. So the age that we just left is a belief system. Whether we believe in government, we believe in religions, we believe in somebody leadership, or artist, or famous person, these beliefs are so strong. And this belief, we will kill for the belief. And that's the age of Pisces. If anybody talk about Muslim to the Muslim person in a bad way, they will kill you. To talk about their God, that's the belief system we were in. It was too strong. And If you're in the belief system and there's no clarity in your belief, so a lot of mistake will happen. So Pisces with the belief system age, and also is the age of how would we call it? It's the age of when you believe something, you devoted yourself to it because you believe. In other words, you become a slave to whatever you believe. It's the age of slavery. Okay, Mama, turn it down a little bit. Pisces is the age of slavery. Maybe my people are not gonna know this because my people don't do a lot of astrology, a lot of sign, a lot of star, what's going on in the sky. My people are not worried about that. They just know inside intuitively. Intuitively, we have this star inside us, but sometimes we gotta just if we're not tuning in, the body's toxic. You're not gonna be intuitive to know the sign inside. You gotta read them outside and then apply them again. So belief system and the slavery, these two things are heavy in the Pisces age. Each sign of the Pisces age represent the body parts, okay? And Pisces represent your feet. So if we want to see the feet in the body, the feet are a slave to your body. Would we disagree to that? No. The feet are slave to your body. And if you want to go nowhere, you have to use your feet. You're not gonna, I'm tired today. Just body go, leave the feet sitting down. I'm tired. No. The feet have no choice, even you tired. You're gonna get up and walk and go to the bathroom. Even if you're sick. Okay? So unless you can walk, people are gonna carry you. So that's a symbol of like the feet take us everywhere. That's a symbol of the Pisces. Pisces age, it just we slave to whatever that is. And at this Pisces age, that time is belief system. And the belief in Pisces area was fog because there was no clarity in our spiritual. Even the thing about God, everything is mysterious, not clear. Then we're done with that age. We just merged into age of Aquarius. I don't know exactly what date and time we merged, but 2012 they say the kickoff that people get awakening more. Age of Pisces is the age of information. Remember, I told you the symbol looked like a electrical currency, like it's like this, like M, or like a snake walking. It's electrical currency. What is the electrical currency? It's information, right? It's information. So this is the age of information. What type of information? The truth. The truth is coming out, at this point in time. And then age of Aquarius is about humanity working together, people working together, people joining force. So it's about information coming out with the truth and the teamwork with the people coming together. So about knowing yourself individually and how you work with the people. So, and how am I going to connect these age with the visions, seen and seen? How would this play along? If you have the truth in the age of Aquarius and you know how to share it with people, then you have the vision. So, what is vision? The vision, okay? So, in my way, a simple definition. So, we can just say the vision is I, right? So, but it's deeper than that, okay? It's also a thought, your vision. And then it's deeper than that, too. It's also your soul. So, if a leader have a good vision, so they have to see crystal clear whatever they're going to teach to the people inside their mind before it come out, because everything, it was non-physical before it come physical. In another word, everything was a thought before it come manifested as a cup. Somebody think that I want to build a cup. What do I need to build a cup? And then they think about the material to build a cup and how to mold it. Okay, the same thing, you're building a clay with mud. It was a thought, and then you bring that thought into a reality. So if you have a vision and your vision is fog with negativity, I mean, you doom. You doom with happiness. You will produce negative lifestyles. So if you have a vision and it's very full with a toxic energy, a hatred, jealousy, if your vision is connected with fear, the growth of the vision is not going to be seen as seen properly. So then if it were not seen properly in that scene, okay, when we use the scene, SCENE, okay, like in movies, right? So a movie have scene, and they collect those scenes together, put them together, and then become a movie. What is a scene? It's a capture of an acting of a person that was playing that roles. Okay, so you act a part in the movie. That scene you have to show whatever they told you you're playing, which within you. You know. So if I didn't see the vision, whether you want to buy a house, you want to have children, you want to do whatever you want to do in life, if you didn't see the image in your head clearly and precisely, it's gonna be hard to see it from your eye outside. And if you go and move it to do it without seeing inside your mind properly, it's gonna work with the seeing with the eye, but it may not work into the great happiness of yourself. Okay, so let's go to the vision inside. Who gave us the vision? Our creator, right? The source inside you, the soul that you have is the one that have the vision. Okay, so if you have the vision like that, and it's coming from source, how do you end up in your own life, I mean including myself, making so many mistakes with those vision that you use, including like, but tomorrow I want to make a dinner for myself today. So you have a vision in your head to make a dinner. So if that vision had to have a clear, precise ingredients, then those ingredients you seen them, and also they are the scene in the thing you're gonna make and write down, and then you act on those. If the vision is not clear, the ingredient of the food or whatever you're making will be very, very not healthy, toxic, and I mean it's doable. You can we deal with toxic on the planet, but it will not be for your happiness. Let me limb down and see who joined. Family, I would like you to share and like and invite people. And please, I still have no subscription on YouTube. Can you guys follow me on YouTube? The name is Nyanchi of Guy Gadwich. Okay? So we got Simon Thayin. Join us. That's Thayin. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. We got Shilkong G Gadwish. Shilkong G Gadwich. Thank you. Thank you, brothers. Great job, sister, she said. He said, thank you, thank you. And Guyball, thank you. You say hey there. That's a great philosopher too, a nice, great guy. So he's watching. All right. I think that's all of us. Who else do I miss here? Okay. So thank you for watching. And if any question pop in your mind, family, this is an engagement topic for all of us. Let's be together and let's try to share the information. Whatever that help us and make sense, then we move forward with it. Okay. And I'm gonna try to do a free. Everything I do is freestyles. Okay. The information flows through. If we come in life and try to have a better life, the clarity have to take place in the head and in the heart, and that's when the vision come in. So most of us, let's say if you're thinking about something, when you're thinking about it, that's your vision. You visualize that thought. If you visualize the thought to try to help yourself, and the thought is not actually, seen in a positive way or in a healthy way, that thought will not be manifest in your life healthy, benefit to you, or balance in your life. It's not going to benefit. So when we have a vision, those vision we put them to a scene. And these scene, when we record them and take them, now we see them physically. Because we cannot see the vision physically first. It's in the head or in the heart, And then before they say, okay, we're going to record the scene about your vision. Then we still don't see the scene until it's recorded. Then it will be see or seen. These three things are working together, but they are start inside your body. And most of them, besides see, now I see this cup is physical, but the scene in the vision, these are non-physical energy that you cannot see. Coming to the age of Aquarius now, this is the age of awaken your vision, your electrical currency inside your body. So this is the age of Aquarius to activate the energy that God put in you because you've been sleeping for 2,150 years in the age of Pisces. So we've been sleeping in humanity, vision wise, spiritual wise, mentally wise, emotionally wise. We've been sleeping in a proper sync thinking in a benefit healthy way. If we not been sleeping, if you disagree with me that we have not been sleeping, then and we are awakened, conscious, intelligent being, our planets will have peace as we speak. Whether you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're whatever you work with or you work for, you've been sleeping in your own life. But how do we sleep while we're walking? We sleepwalk. So if you are conscious, but you are not conscious about your unconscious mind, the unconscious mind is the one that actually govern all visions, but is unconscious. You're not aware of it. What is unconscious? Something that is not into your awareness of your seeing. If the information is not in your awareness, paying attention, seeing, and it's still an unconscious mind, it's gonna act unconsciously in your life without knowing it. And it's gonna manifest in your life. And this unconscious, if you have a whole unconscious recording data, they definitely gonna come out and alter your vision. So your vision will end up being toxic. Whether the vision of getting a husband, the vision of getting a business, the vision of having friends, the vision of having a good mother, the vision of being a good teacher, the vision of whatever you do, because everything is that in the vision, inside the eyes, inside the heart. Physical is not applied there. There's no physical vision in your head that you say, oh, this is the, well, it's not there's no physical vision, but it's not physical yet when inside. Let's say you have a vision of the house. In your mind, you can see the house, the whole beautiful house. That's a vision. If you see that house and you find yourself inside, it feels like your house, right? So that's a vision that come to you. If you vision it in your mind and you see it, you have the same power to bring it to the physical. The only thing that will stop good vision to come to physical is because you put doubt into it. Let's say you have a good vision in your mind. No, let's say the house, but the house come in your mind, beautiful house. And then it was your house. It wasn't vision. You was inside the house. You see the room, it was beautiful. Then after you get out of the vision, you come to regular thinking. Your mind be like, wow, I could have bought that house. How much is that house? So the money will be a lot. And then how long I'm going to work to make the money? And then how am I going to get it? All the dot going to come. And when they come in your mind, they actually running through your veins, through your blood, through your systems. You know, they fueling all your blood with that perfumes. And if you have a perfume of negative thinking that you're not going to afford the house or the house going to come, how? If you try to think about the house is going to come, you know? So and the how is a lot of negative, you know, how I'm going to do it, how this is going to happen, how this is going to happen. Those thoughts will run through your blood because the thought are energy. We understand that. They run through your blood, filling your blood with negative energy, and that vision is closed. The thought will be there, but the giving birth of it will not come about easily or as you've seen it. But there's a power for that vision to come to birth if you did not add any difficult how I'm going to do this. Because the how is not the issue. The vision comes from the God. The vision comes from the source. The vision comes from your soul. If the soul give you a vision, who are you to add another thought as how I'm going to do this? If you see that vision and you keep hold into it and you happy about it, excited about it, the vision will give you a step on how to accomplish it without adding any difficult thought. How am I going to bring the vision about? Okay? Anybody say something that I should comment before we go further? The mind will actually hijack your vision before it come out. And I show in many times in our past talks, our mind, if it's not disciplined well, is our enemy. If you have an enemy next to you in your house of God that you live in, and good vision come because you have a mind that is enemy. When your mind's enemy, because you are occupied by negative thought. Any negative thought that come from somebody else, it occupy your body. And negative thought in the body, they like parasite. Negative thought in your body, they like parasite. You know parasite? You should Google parasite and find the definition of parasite. Parasite are tiny bugs, creatures. They got teeth, they got eye, they got hair that live in your body, and they eat what you eat. Sometimes parasite in your body, if they're really, really bad parasites, there's no good parasite. There's good bacteria, bad bacteria. There's no good parasite. If you have a bad parasite in your body, these parasites have appetites. That's what they call appetite. When you want to eat certain thing, yeah, appetite. They have appetite. If you have parasite, which is caused by bad food, bad thoughts, bad negative, or bad spirit, anything can cause parasite and live in your body. Parasite will live your body and ask you to live their life for you. Parasite will cause you to eat the food that you are not liking to eat, but they are in your body, desire you to drink more alcohol, even if you thinking about stopping it. So these parasites, they hunger for the alcohol, or they will force you to eat too much sugar, even though you know it's not good for you. So they will require you to eat too much meat, even though you don't want too much meat in your body. These are the parasites in human body that actually give you their own desire for you to live for them. But we don't know. There's a way to clean parasites in your body, or to clean the whole body. So there's bitter herbs. Bitter herbs. I'm giving you some little, you can bring apple cider vinegar too. Bitter herbs. Cloves. Clove is one of them. If you know cloves. Any herb that is bitter. It tastes bitter, 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 bitter. You boil those herbs and you drink them maybe once a day or twice a day, 2 cups of, 8 ounce, 3 for a week or two. It will clean up the parasite in the body. And the parasite are part of the negative thinking. The negative thinking are part of them to come to block your vision. If the vision is blocked and it will come actually negatively outside, the God is not actually operating in your body as it should. We are a walking body with God inside us. We are a walking body with God inside us. Why the mind is having negative? Okay. Let me this question. Okay, we pause it now. Kaya's talk. Kaya. Thank coming, my sister. A book a letter. A good. Oh, Miss a good. Thank you, Mama, for joining. Thank you for joining. 2 people just join us. Somebody just say a question. Where is it? I was gonna answer that quick. When you ask a question, give me a good question. Why? Well, give me a good question when you ask a question. I like good question, difficult question, okay? Bull guy say, why the mind is having negative thoughts? Oh my goodness. It's interesting, yeah. Why the mind is having negative thought? Okay. They just answer it simply. Why the mind attacking us with the negative thought that it possesses? Your origin as a soul, as an old being, was your vision God. The way you see God, the way God see you inside self, is a pure, clean thought. After we've been on earth and programmed with our parent, with our school, we are collecting other people's thoughts. When we collect these people's thoughts, because they are our teachers, our elders, our guidance, our pastors, our prophets, our whatever, these thoughts, if they're not lining up with our soul and they're not in a high frequency or high vibration of a God's soul, they will record as a negative energy or negative frequency inside your body. And these thoughts will be there. Also, too, if you eat bad food, it will create negative energy in your body. Any negative energy in your body, it will create bad thought. So as we say, there's something say in your language, pew to white white, can a pew to lim lim, chickadee barar, radio kill. So in your language say the sweet water and salt water cannot come out of one well or one groundwater. If you dig the water for the ground, so if, they cannot come out in the same place, whether they sit salty or sweet. But let you, the human body, are the well of water. We are the well of water, well of God. Okay. How would this well of water of God have a pure vision that God give you within self, and not recording negative visions and display them around the planet? How that happened? Because of our programming, the thing that was taught to us, the thing that we learned when we came out. We might have a past karma that might be negative, but if we came and encounter the positivity, the karma past will already be taken care of. If you act now, currently, in a positive thinking in your own life, the past negative will already be forgiven, because the past only repeat when you keep doing it. When you recognize the past is negative and it's not positive, and then you change it, now the current energy will start building your life or your energy as positive. And from going forward, you will have a past that is positive and current energy going forward that is positive. The negative thought that our body possess, the thing that we record, it's not us. It's not your origins. It's not your pure being. It's not your pure God. Kut ala kut du. Men chaka man tere loy du. Tele xiang mi jia ko mi sha ka mi sha nge kiji ram do dien. Ngo de die nyo ko woj bo. Die nyo woj re sher du. E bi xiang ko to go ate du bi nyo kamra. Ko xiang ko tere du che je. Ta gwa within. But ku learn ji dini ti jek ti bi xiang ko tere du bi o kompe. En char mi tere sher du ke ni ne la mo gwa mo pot pot. Mi bia clean. Benderar she bra la mo pot. Bra la me yag yag. Kame che yag en char ku ki mi ti ka plan ku jenga di business. Ka ti ke share ti la ne ti min ti dong la bela ti yag ya ti chi pot. Bi ke ji bla ki bi ke ji ga ko dong mo gwa bu to re mo bi di la. A run to continent. Ki ro ina bantina tem la sha run Aquarius. Ye age of Aquarius. You down there con dong chi ko ngai. A run mi lo con dial ko char chi con char ke je. Bro the rip. Nyet point the bro rip. Nyet mi sure rip. A chi char chi dit. Then la ti ka gwa ko ti ka ron go bi to go. Bi ka bi ka mathin. Ka bi ti je bi ka le. Ma kwe ki char ma kwe. Tela gwa ko dong bro longo bure de bitin je ko bika le na ko choro choko long kuye and me share ba math. So the fact that your thought are in charge of you, but you have to know these thoughts are not yours, especially the one that you learn, that you come and learn here. They are not your thought. I think that's one thing that we need to come to learn, that anything you learn in the book, and somebody teaching, like what I'm teaching now too, or anybody that give you, it's not your thought. It's their thought. Whether they think about God or they think about, whatever, it's them thinking about God, not you. Until you take the thought within yourself and redo it with your own emotion and feel it and turn it to your own, and then it becomes yours. If it didn't become yours in a benefit or positive way, then it's not yours. The only thought that you can use that benefit you and become making your life, greater, brighter, happier, then that thought is your thought. Any thought that makes you upset, injured, sad, anger, jealous, envy, these are not your thought. When I say not your thought, because your core of you, when I say you, I'm talking about the spirit that the God placed in your body. That is spirit is a well of water that the only one clean water come out, beautiful clean water come out of that body that the soul live inside. If any other bad thought come through that body in your mind, those thoughts are not yours. If they're not your thought, how are you removing them? How can you remove them? So let's say somebody says something in their vision, in their mind eyes, talking bad about me, bashing me, all the thing, I'm a bad mother, bad woman, bad wife, bad, black duck, whatever. They are attacking me psychically. I may not hear it directly, but in case the message travel through the air, somebody heard it and they come and tell me. So that thought will hurt me because somebody talked bad about me. It will hurt me deeply, but it's not my thought. It's not mine. It was somebody else thinking about in their vision of their God self, decided thing in a low thought and attack me. How am I allowing other people to attack the God in myself? How do I allow that? So if people attacking us, because we don't see these attacks sometimes, how can we work with these visionary attack? Invisible, if we attack each other with word, that's invisible attack, right? If I'm talking you a bad about my thought, my vision about you badly, I'm attacking you non-physically. And this word, when you heard them, Nyan Xiao guy talking about me badly, you will be mad and upset. If you couldn't find me to beat me up, you can take the same attack back and attack me. How can we, because let's deal now. The vision, because without vision, we have nothing. Okay? If you cannot visualize your thoughts that come out, there's nothing in your life gonna happen. And if we know we're gonna work with thoughts that are non-physical, you working for non-physical to try to live physically. Do you understand? You working with a non-physical spirit in you. Try to live physically. So in the age of Aquarius, it's the age of tapping to the soul of humanity and work together to be individual and collectively as a soul pure being, to be honest to yourself, whether people like it or not. This is one way sometimes to help yourself. You may not believe it or not. From other people attacking you spiritually. Okay? I mean, you can do the prayer, whatever, but that's the form of prayer you can do to attack other people's vision. And words are weapon. Words are your weapon. Make sure you sharpen them very well. And when you use the weapon of positive word, these things, they hijack and slide the negative word so fast like the speed of light. When you use your word to try to block the psychic attack from somebody else, but you use your positive word, you be surprised how fast this word work to block whoever tried to attack you psychically or emotionally without you seeing it or being there. Okay? And this is one example that, let's say, let me create somebody attack me psychically. And I want to create, I feel it, I heard it. Maybe I heard somebody talk about me name, badly, and I know their name. So I can create a prayers on that person. And I will ask my source, my God inside me, that create the invisible from the visible. Okay? You can say in your own self, if you know the person, you can name the name of the person. As of now, I'm gonna make up name. I'm gonna I'm gonna make up name. As of now, Tibisa John is spreading bad word about name. I hope there's no Tibisa here. Okay, it's spreading bad word about my name, and I'm gonna talk to the creator that know how to solve all problems. all problem. I'm going to ask that creator now. So I will say, in the name of the creator, or the name of the higher self, or the name of the source, I'm sending the energy to Tibisa. You have no right to be able to send psychic to me. So as of now, Tabitha, any psychic ability that you send negative energy toward me, it will not come through. I'm creating a protections of the soul energy that will actually take your word back to you. And from now on, I'm only going to share love and respect and balance between you and I. And if anything come out of your mouth bad about me, the universe God will actually cause you to forget the bad thing you're going to say about me. The universe God will actually cause you to tremble in your word to talk about me. The universe energy will actually shift your mouth to say something positive about me. If you say that with your own heart and with protection, and you send that to Tibisa John, next time, watch. And you have to say this daily. After spiritual protection is a daily activity. It's not once a day. How often you drink water or juice or you feed yourself? How often you feed yourself? You eat daily, right? So how are you not going to talk or protect yourself spiritually daily? The spiritual protection to protect your vision, your mind, eye, is the only protection that you need before the medicine and before the doctor. You can do it even with a disease. You can talk to your soul to protect you from any negative energy disease that may come. And if you really do this daily, once in a while you sit down for 5 minutes and just create protection on yourself, on your family, on your community, on your country. Try to do it daily. You'll be surprised at much change you are making. Just you, tiny person, tiny yourself. You'll be surprised how much change you're making in your body, in your family, in your community, and in your nation. It's all mind of a matter. You can actually block all the weapon, any weapon that come through you, with you creating the protection. Anything that anybody want to create negative come to you, you have a power to say, return it to the sender. It's not yours. Return it to a sender. Who are these people that attack you psychically? Why our life is so negatively like that? Why? Because these hijack psychic teaching on the planet is spread worldwide. Our planet have a hijacked psychic teaching, especially the religion. If you started the religion and you went behind these people, they pray in a secret. They pray in a secret on your stupidity to follow whatever they're teaching. If it's not tuned or line up with your soul or with your God self. If you're not gonna start walking one step at a time, starting now, to cultivate your spirit, so the parasite, when I say parasite, it could be a living real parasite inside your body, or all the negative thoughts that you have. Those are parasites. If you have any negative thought toward me, it is a parasite. If I have it toward you, it is a parasite. And who will have the negative is the one that have the parasite. And you cannot grow in the house of the parasite. I repeat, you cannot grow in the house of the parasite. And you will know if your body have a parasite. You will have a lot of negative thinking in your life. Everything somebody give you, oh, you should do that. No, I'm not going to do it. I don't have power to do that. That's a negative thinking. Oh, you're good at that. I think you should be able to do that. No, I'm not going to be able to do it because I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that. I'm lacking this, I'm lacking that, I'm lacking that. These are the negative things that happen in your body. And how would the negative thing being entertained in your body? The negative thing are being entertained because we have an ego. The ego cannot survive in your positive thinking. The ego cannot survive in your positive thinking. How do you call ego in your language, people? If you are Nuer, just type it in. Maybe I can elaborate ego. I don't know how ego call him Nuer. Ego. Ego that one leg, huh? One leg, huh? So yeah, type up ego Nuer people. If and I know you guys want me to talk to Nuer too sometimes. I really need to talk to Nuer. But I don't know how many Nuer there. Galwak. Oh, Luak. Not Galwak. Luak Nyekor. Gan Nyekor. Luak Nyekor. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Much appreciating. How many people came in that I missed. Okay. So I'm looking. So, Guy, will I would ask your question? You have another question, Guy? Is God, Guy say, is the word God come from a negative thought or positive thought? This guy asked question to just, it's not like he asked question like he don't know the answer, but I think he asked question for me to elaborate on what he know. Okay? Yeah, very unique question, but I like them. I like them. My sister Nyabangtut, Nyawang, thank you. Thank you, Nyatut, for coming. I am just listening to you, young, intelligent lady. Okay, listen to me, my young, intelligent woman, too. You are very intelligent as well. Said, is God come from the positive word or negative word? Okay, we're just going to go to English language, okay? All language is basic thing. When you speak the language or when we write the language, if I write the language, like I write this way, and I read it that way, if I read it that way again, if I read it left to right, and it mean what it mean. When I read it right to left, it better mean the same thing. If it's not mean the same thing, that words have ambiguous meaning, or they have some, because math and word English or writing or word writing go hand by hand. Math and the language go hand by hand. And we have to see it in our vision that you cannot do math without the language. Your body is a basic mathematic. Your body is all designed on the mathematic. That's why you see some Africans, when they cook a live food, they don't spoon measure the salt to put in the food or to put in the stew. It's automatic measurement in their head. That's a measurement automatic in a human mind. Most black people or African know how to do that without a spoon, like how many spoons you put in the salt. So there's divine mathematics built in your divine body. So if the English language come along and try to alter that math and mix it up with word to confuse that math, you do have a power to alter the English language. The word God, if you read it backward, is dog. Okay? It's dog. So that's what it is. So, and if I want to name my God in a positive way, it doesn't matter which way you see. Let's say you ask me to name the God, okay? I'm going to choose this word precisely when you read it left to right and right to left, up and down up. It will mean the same thing if I'm naming the God. But the fact that the God mean dog backward, I have question. Okay? In my way of seeing it, it's not that great positive. And let's try to take an actor to the word God and the word bless. May God bless you, okay? The word bless, be less, that's a word less inside be less, right? Inside bless means that God give you big good thing, big wealth, big husband, big wife, big children, be happy. That's the word bless mean. But the word less is inside the be less. So you know that there's manipulation in the language right there. So there's problem with the word bless in the origin, how it was designed, and the problem with the word God. And this is how the mind dissects things. If the mind cannot dissect something to make sense out of it, you're not going to understand whoever coming to teach you about God. Unless you dissect it. Somebody say, Simon Tayen, he say, I love these ingenuity. That's a good one. Genuine, very genuine. Maybe something good, something honest, something simple, something correct. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you. She'll come and say, true, big sister. True, my brother. What's true? Name what's true. When you comment on the word, just name whatever you comment on. Say my name. Say my name. My brother say my name. She'll come G get which. I say your name. Okay. Let me see if there's anything that I need to add. Somebody say something else. Family, there's enough people here. I'd like you to share. I'd like you to comment. I'd like you to do all the good thing with this. What do you need now? Yes. So share, comment, and like these internet, they like people when you comment. I get they grade the information by commenting, by liking, by sharing. You know what I'm saying? That they give them labels. Okay, label will be another topic. So the better way for us to name God, there's no better way to name God. You cannot name God. No one qualified to name God. No man qualified to name God. I mean, the God live in you with your great visions. When you see God inside, you become very humble. Very humble. You're not gonna say, "Oh, I know the name of the God." Just no, 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 no. The humbleness will not allow you to give God titles. What are you playing, girls? No, 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 no. Your humbleness that open inside your body, which is the God living there, will not allow you to tell somebody, "Oh, this is the God name." Who are you to name the God? I know it live inside your house. You're not even aware of how to manage the God house. So naming the God, I think, is humanity. Is a big ego. It's a big ego that put us into identity. When we name the God, this is vision about how we see the God. So somebody see the God in their spirit, and then they come out with a name in their vision, and then they give you a name. Okay, the name wasn't their vision. They feel it, they understand it, and then it come out as a word. It wasn't their vision when they see the God name, and then they give it to you. It was their word. This is how they see God in their own mind. How do you see God in your own mind and be able to name it? Because we all have direct access to God directly. You don't have to go through Jesus, through Muhammad, through Buddha, through any other God. You don't have to do that. Because the house of God is your body. If the house of God is your body with all the vision that it gives you, how are you going to go to somebody's house and try to understand God through their house? It's not your house, it's their body. So let's say Jesus come to tell us about the God. It's not like we're not going to listen to God. We can listen to God. We are not going to understand, or we are not going to be one with God fully by learning God through other people's vision, through other people's thought, through other people's creations or creativity. When you learn other people's creativity or their vision, you got to be able to apply them in your own and make them your own vision. If they do not apply to you as your own vision, you cannot know God through other learning. Because the God that you want to know is inside your body. It's not going to allow you to use other body to get to know that God. So if you use the outside source to get to know God, it's like you're using the third party or the second party. The second party have good services, but they're not going to give you your full services as yourself. So even though we must seek for knowledge outside ourselves, you have to come to you. The God is not a mysterious idea that is far away from you. And the fact that you have to know God or learn God, just let me say, I want to be spiritual. I want to know my spirit. Just saying that you want to know, by saying that there is separation that you already created within yourself. If you want to know something, you don't know it already, or you don't have it. It's somewhere else that you have, is separate from you. You have to go to know that. And if you have to go to know something separate from you, you literally have to take action or walk or search or look to find it. The vision of God is inside you. But if you say you have to go and learn God and know God, but you separating you from God, if you create a separation between you and God, now you're going to learn the God as something outside you. And if you learn something that outside you, you're not going to apply it like it's you. It's going to be separate. And if you separate from the God and you learn it separately, it's not going to make sense in your own life. You're not going to apply it properly. You can only experience something that you know is one with you fully or is within you. There's nobody that's going to go look for God and learn God. No one need to do that. It's already in here. You just have to turn inside here and activate that God. And the activation of that God, of that vision, is starting from where is God? It's inside this house. If it's inside this house, where do I need to go to learn the God? Inside the house. You don't have to go anywhere. You have to go inside the house. And when you inside the house, and you know the God seemed to be not to be found because there's negative vision, negative thinking, negative way of seeing to block the God within yourself. I say a long time ago before, there's three things to shame the thing that people say, the thing that you say to people. When people say things to you, you can react to them. If they say something bad to you, you can react to them bad, back at them. They give you something back. They give you something bad, and then you give it back. You curse me out, I curse you out. That's one way to handle things, okay? And that way, there's no peace. It's all with war. And then the other way is, if somebody give you something bad, then you be quiet with it. It hurt you. You did not address it to yourself, or you did not address it to them. So you still, it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help them or you. It still hurt you. And then the third way to transform whatever they tell you. If somebody tells you something bad, you can transform it with the love inside you. Let's say if I'm a loving person all the time, very loving, good person, and somebody come with a bad negative to me. If I have love and you come with your bad negative and I give you my love, you have no choice but to take my love. Because any negative that you're bringing now, I'm not responding back to you with any negative that you were looking for. I'm just giving you love because I am love. That place, you have no choice but to join my love, or you have no choice but to walk away. That's the power of love. And the love is the only breath that lives in you as a God. And there's no parasite inside this breath. Your body knows how to clean the parasite, but your thought, thinking operation program know how to create parasite. And when it create parasite, they take over the body of the God. Now the God living dirty. Now the God living unclean. Now the house of God is possessed by bad spirit. And then you have to take action on how to clean the bad spirit. Like I tell you earlier, occupy your mind with positive thinking. If the ego did not take charge of our planet, we will all be safe now. And the ego, which is your mental thinking, your power, you think you got it all, you know what God is or whatever that is. It have powerful ego to try to give you problem to solve. The ego cannot survive if you have no problem to solve. If you're a person that you have a positive thinking, which will bring no problem to solve, the ego will leave you. The ego will only possess people that want to solve the problem. Because the ego is entertaining the problem to solve. If your mind doesn't have anything to do or some problem to solve, you will go crazy. The mind will not have been peace, like, okay, nothing to solve. Let me just relax. Your mind not gonna relax just being nothing. It will drive you go crazy and create problem, and then you can solve them. I was talking to one friend one time, about the mind. And I've given them an answer, an example, And when I give him the answer, which is positive, I'm not gonna say the answer. And he said, well, if that's the answer, then what will be the point of me keep asking the question to explain more? I say, you want me to explain more because your mind want to have something to do. When your mind find the problem and the problem seems to be solved, no problem, your mind don't like it. You're like, oh, we have nothing to do. Oh, no, we need to create a problem. That's how the system where we live now designed. Our system now on the planet is to create a problem and offer the solution. That's the mindset of slavery. Divide and conquer. When you divide, which you will allow them to conquer them by division, then from that division, there will be many problems, people working separately, and then you're not going to be able to solve this problem in a hard way, but the mind will go to work to try to solve the problem. But the mind cannot solve the problem. This guy say something. Guy would say he agree. You agree on what, brothers? You agree on what? We moving so fast. Okay, this Lual Garang say, agnostic do not claim any evidence about God. Okay, agnostic. I was told by a friend of mine one time that they think I am agnostic. Okay, and agnostic, the people that don't know if there's God, like nobody know. We don't know there's God. Okay, we don't know what the heck God is. We have no idea. We're not gonna claim it. That's agnostic. I think that's the definition. Okay, so the agnostic, let's say they claim that they have God. If they know God, if they sit with themselves, you breathe, right? That's agnostic. The agnostic word, that word is agnostic. You breathe, right? When you breathe, you're not in charge. You don't make your breath happen, or you don't charge, or you're not in charge of your breath or your digestion system grinding up your food. If there's no God, who do you think do that? How do you think that happened? If there's no God, how do your body get knitted in your mom womb? How do you get knitted with no thread? Just that question by itself. How do you think, if there's no spirit, how do you think the whole thing come about? The ground and the sky. Can you wrap your head around for you to create that? So we really don't know the name of the God, but we do know the creation that created this body that we see is so supreme that no clear mind gonna claim that it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? And also no clear mind that gonna claim, oh, I know what that is, I'm gonna tell you the name of that. No. Your only way, or only simple, proper way to live is to accept that spirit inside you as yours, because the divine give you that power fully. It give you that power fully with no taking nothing back, and you have power to exercise that power. So you can tap into that power, live it, be it, act it, as it. If you stay on that, you're not gonna ask who's God, what's God, because you will know the beauty of that happening through you. The beauty of God happened through you. So you're not gonna disagree when you're operating in a positive thinking that there's no God or I am agnostics. It's not gonna happen, because you realize when you use your thought positively and you try to do your manifestation, things happen fast. Should I share this story? I'm gonna have to share this story. My daughter, okay, we practicing with this spirit, and there's no joke. We all, what happened to my song now? Thank you. We all need to practice how to work with your spirit in your body. If you don't practice, who's gonna practice for you? Who can practice for you? Lual Garang want to be in your video. Okay. Lual, you want me in your video in the video? I will definitely add you if I know how to do it. I'm gonna see Lual. That'll be nice. Call me. That'll be great, Mr. Garang. Yeah. And I lost my thought. I was gonna finish that thought. I will actually, yeah, that I would like to see your insights on this. Yeah. I would like your insight of this. I just lost my other thought. Okay. So if you control the power of your thought, and you do not allow your ego desire to be in charge of yourself, the manifestation of God is come in a positive word. Positivity, there's no disease, there's no illness, the same thing. There's no imbalance. Even if you see the imbalance within the negativity, you have a power to overdo it. And that's the power of God or the soul within us. Let me see if I can find a way to add this man, Loyal. How do I add people? Okay. Okay. All right. Guybel. Okay, Loyal. Okay. I'm trying to add you now. We're going to bring you in for a second. It say adding. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, Melo. All right, that's working. Okay, so I know how to do my now. So you should give me my credit. I know how to do the internet. It's working. Thank you. Thank you for joining, brother. Thank you. I'm gonna turn the music down because I would like to hear you.
Yeah, the name you see there is Luel Garang.
Luel Garang, okay.
But my real name is Lago Gajal Riaka.
Okay, I like that. Lago Gajal Riaka. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving us your correct name.
Before I proceed, I would like to know exactly what's your topic.
Okay.
Because I've been listening to you for the last 20 minutes. I can see that you're talking about mind, the mental ability of human beings.
Correct.
To understand God.
Correct. Or yourself.
I can see also like the way you talk around God, like controversially. So let's try to understand actually like what's your topic and what kind of position actually you take.
Okay. I mean, when I come with this teaching that I have, the ability to expand the human mind, to be able to see the soul, the source, the power, the creation within yourself, and do not limit the belief that your mind give you about the God, because the belief of God is not only in the Bible, it's not only in the Quran, it's not only in the Buddha scriptures, it's also in the natures. So your vision, even your vision, your mind eye, have enough belief about the God outside the Bible to actually help you to understand what God is. So we're coming out to try to see the clarity of the visions, what God is within your soul, within yourself, and how can you maneuver through this body. We can refer to the Bible, to the Quran. That's what's been giving us on the planet for centuries. But now I also connected with the age of Aquarius, which has had to do with something with astronomy, or the astrology, or the sign, the star, the heaven and earth. So how these things affect us in our body and what they are telling us about the universe, about the source, about the soul, about the God, any name that you might call it. That's the topic. What you say? What's your body thinking?
All right. So, are you a Christian?
I am. I was born. My mom is a pastor. We have my dad, my grandpa's a pastor. A line of pastor in my life. Line of them.
Okay, so you believe in
of
God?
course. He's the one that created me. What else?
All right. So I understand your topic right now.
Okay.
Some of the terms that you are saying, they are very controversial to define.
Example, you can say 110, yeah.
Soul, like you said, soul, salvation, heaven, spirit. This term is very controversial to define them. Like you can't define heaven. Like you can't just say heaven is the sky.
Correct. No.
Because human beings have been up there. We know exactly what's up there above the earth.
We do.
Right. So we have gone to this space.
I didn't know that. Well, they did say they went. Yes. Go ahead.
Man has been to the moon. So we have actually, even now we are talking right now, we are using satellite, right?
Correct.
So the satellites in space. So what people thought was heaven, it's not exactly what they thought it was.
Okay.
Exactly right now there's space. There
Okay.
is space,
Mm-hmm.
right? So usually, like human beings think like heaven is whatever above them.
Okay.
So we've been referring to the sky as the heaven, but exactly there's no evidence of what we think really is the heaven, because man has gone to the moon. We have satellites in space. We don't know where heaven
Well,
is.
let me jump in a little bit before I not mean to cut you off about the space. So American or Russians, they're the one that claim they went to the moon. So if we look at the signs, I don't know if you studied the signs or the gravities or the black hole or the space. So all these things, the black hole, the space, the time contribute to going to the moon. We live on Earth. The Earth itself is inside the space. If you have to go to space, any rocket that man built that have to go to space, they have to have a power bigger than Earth for them to survive in space. Otherwise, if you try to go to space and you're not powerful than Earth, you fall down next to Earth.
Right, but that power doesn't come from God.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they want to go to space, they're not gonna move because they're not powerful as Earth. They don't have enough power to fuel the rocket to go into space and move around. Only planets move in the space. The moon landing, there's no evidence. These people, these scientists, you gotta look more. There's no facts in it. Because no one can be in the space without being the Earth power. And then no man build a rocket powerful than Earth that can go into space. So that's a different story.
Yeah, I'm just representing the facts.
Okay, but that's not a fact. Moon landing is not a fact.
Right, so human being have been in space, and whatever you say right now is a proof that a human being actually do have power on Earth, because whether we go to space or not, this is the main power, right? The rocket is built by a man.
Correct.
And whatever power that allows us to move around in space.
Correct.
Is a human advancement. So coming back to your topic, so you said you are a Christian, you believe in God, but sometimes when you speak, you tend to like challenge whether God exists or not.
Example.
Like when you say like actually like the way they appoint God, if you actually spell God backward, it's dog.
Yeah.
Right? This is one way of you challenging the people who actually coined God in the first place.
Well, okay, but that
let me finish my point, sister.
Okay.
You're actually saying that what actually is called God might not be actually what really we think is a supreme being. You are actually challenging the name God because you are thinking that it's really wrong to name the supreme being God, because you are actually saying that there should have been a better word, right? Because you said that if you spell God backward, it's dog. So in another way, suggesting that this should not be the really realistic name, then we should actually name our whatever God or whatever being, whatever. So when you do that, are you not challenging your own belief as a Christian? Because it seems like you're challenging yourself.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I like when I say that. I brought that to my people with my language, because I know my language and I write my language and I know English language and I learn English language. I brought it to my people to let them know the English language. There's so much fraud in the English language, and the fraud is embedded within the English language that the Bible wrote with. If you're not paying attention to this word that they're giving you, you can be confused about your own mind, your own heart about what God is. And this name comes from men. Men create the name of God. So man is not qualified to have a power to say this is God. But he's qualified to experience God through him. If you experience God properly, you're going to know in your own soul that the power you experience, you can't even name it. You can name it. But again, because we have name to label things, so we pick name for human mind to have something to grab on. We don't name God the name because we're gonna be close to the God more. So we name the name to just help us the identity. It's a mental capacity. The same thing, you got your name. So when you came here, You nameless. We are nameless being. Our God is nameless. Your soul. You have no name when you come. So if you go back to that, to the no-name being, and you actually, when you have no name, let's say now, if you just say everything that is given you, your name, your last name, everything you learn, everything that you've been learned in this life, remove out of your brain. You remove everything. Like you just drop it. You have nothing. Like when you came, you infant, you have nothing in your body. If you go to that energy, you will realize there's nothing missing. The God is still there in your body. Your body still exists. Your whole being still, happy. So there will be nothing missing. But we pick name on the planet because we live in the third dimension. So I don't know about the dimension, the third dimension, fourth dimension, about mind and reality. So because we live in the third dimension, which is physical form, we got to name things to help our mind not to get confused. But when you go in your heart, there's no confusing. Even if you don't name something, your heart know what other name. And that's what I say, God. When I say God, is not a good name because the English language. Like let's say the English language. Let's say now I give you one word in English. If I give you a word saying that construction, right? If you do construction, you build construction, you know how to build things. But if you take the word construction, the two construction, the three syllable inside one word of English. If you take the first word, defined it, CON. When you define CON mean deceit, lie, manipulations, negative, anything bad that's con. The liar people, the people that hurt people, these are the con thing. And then they put the destruction. So you know what I'm saying? Then I have to describe the destruction, the other side. There's one word with 3 or 5 meanings. That's how English language comes. And if you did not actually clean up your mind properly, so it will take you to the language or the way they want you to go mentally. Because these people have a way to make you think about God instead of the way you want to think in your heart. Because you have a direct connection to God. Does that make sense? Or still confused?
Right. Okay. I don't. I just listen to your views.
So okay.
Whether you make sense or not, that's what you think.
No. Well, okay. Well, if it doesn't make sense, so there's no point of you listening to this. If it doesn't make sense to you.
No. Listen. Let me say this. Okay.
Okay.
Let me say this.
We're gonna give other people a chance in a minute. Yes. Go ahead.
Personally, I'm not a Christian.
Okay.
I actually identify as agnostic.
Okay. That's yeah.
Okay. And you know very well that there are more than 10 religions in the world.
Oh, more than that. Yeah.
So also, depending on how you define religion.
Yes.
So in my position, it is very important sometimes that we define our terms. So like as an agnostics, we don't think that a human being should have a sufficient enough evidence to deny God or to affirm God.
Okay.
Right? So we don't think that, like if you see like atheists think that there's a God.
Atheists think there's no God. That's what I say there's no God.
Atheists say there's no God, but if you go to other religion like Christianity, Islam, and other religions, they claim that they know where God is. So we come in as agnostic, we say, we don't think there are sufficient enough evidence to affirm or deny God.
Okay.
The reason for that is like, you are a human being, and I am a human being. We have the same qualities. I'm not an animal, right? I'm not. If I were supposed to be a cow and you are a human being, then we would have a difference. You probably know where God is, and I will never know where God is because I am a cow. I don't have the same qualities as you are.
Correct.
Right? But because you are a human being and I am a human being, if you think you can know where God is, as human being, we have a limitation to our capacity of thinking.
Okay.
Okay. You come to a point where you cannot think anymore.
There is.
So, right.
I didn't know that.
If you think right now, you say like, okay, the thing you've been saying before, how did this world done? So it's how this world came about.
It is,
right?
yeah.
So you have the sound, the mood. You talk about the soul, like our soul. How do we have the spirit according to you? I don't believe in that anyway. Because I don't believe man has a soul anyway, right?
Okay.
But if you look at the world, as you said, it's a mystery how this world came about, right? Right. It's
correct.
A mystery.
I agree.